let's talk about something that is holding 90% of people back from getting the majority of what they want done. And that's perfectionism. Look, I'm going to be the one to break it to you right now. You're never going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Even if you get it done perfectly the first time, by the time you come back around and review it and think about it, it's no longer going to be perfect in your eyes. So get rid of even trying. Right? Quick story time. I'm the bubble burster of the family. I told my entire first grade class that Santa Claus didn't exist. So one thing I'm always going to do is keep it real with you. And that's not to hurt your feelings. That is to enlighten you and to free you from the constructs that people put on us and to allow you to finally live and step into reality. So perfectionism will never get you anywhere but mad at yourself. What I want you to shift to focusing on is MVP. Minimum Viable Product. The concept of the MVP is what is the absolute bare bones, scraped together version of what I can put out there to get me closer to my goal. I want you to also think of it as 1% better each day, right? Instead of coming up with the concept and not putting anything out until it looks exactly the way it does in your dreams, put something out that is better than what you got right now. Okay? The MVP is not just throwing anything together, but I want you to think of it as 80% is good enough. And half the time, because you're a perfectionist, you have such a high standard of excellence, your 80% is going to be 150% of what the majority of people can produce. So put it out there, right? Whether it's starting a business. What's an example of MVP? I'm starting a consulting business. So what comes to mind is I need a beautiful website. I need a booking page. I need CRM systems in place. So as soon as I email the person, they go into my system and they get automatic emails every 2 weeks until they book. And then I email them on their birthday and I send them down this whole journey. But what is an MVP? Consulting. What is consulting? Consulting is a conversation. Okay? So MVP is, how about just throwing up a free Google booking page? Telling people what you're doing, talking about it for free on the internet, and when enough people start coming to you and investing in you, then you can invest in the fancy schmancy system. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to invest in the bottom tier first, not the top tier. Because you're going from MVP to MVP. And you're gradually stair-stepping your way up instead of overwhelming yourself and getting lost in the weeds. Okay? Why do we like the minimum viable product? Minimum viable product is an agile project management concept. Agile project management comes from the corporate technology community. It's a concept of getting something out there, whether it's ugly, it has to work at least somewhat, but to get it out there and get people to test it so you can start a feedback loop. You produce something, you put it into use, you see what works, you see what doesn't work, and you make it better each and every day. Why is this important? Because when we move out of perfectionism, we're thinking from our brain concept. So let's say we sit down and take a month, 2 months, 3 months, thousands of dollars to put something together that we think is perfect. Ooh, we're in deep now, baby. We're knee deep. We're very deep. Once we put it out, everyone hates it. You know what happens then? We're attached to it. So when we should stick and move, okay, no one's biting. Everyone hates it. We should stick and move. We hunker down and double down, because now we have the sunken cost fallacy being introduced, where we've put so much time, money, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into this one thing. And this is just one part of the business, mind you. You've got 10 other things you should be working on or hiring someone to work on, right? But we've gone in so deep on this one thing, we just can't bear to let it go that easy. The concept of the MVP flips that on its head, right? It's the concept of, okay, I want to build the toy house. So instead of starting with Legos, I'm going to start with popsicle sticks. I'm not even going to buy popsicle sticks from Dollar Tree. I'm going to save up the ones I ate popsicles from all week, and then I'm going to come up with a concept of a design and break them apart and tape them together. And you know what? It's actually kind of ugly. So I'm just going to throw it away, and I'm not going to think twice about it. But when I was going through that process, I realized the structural integrity of the foundation worked really well. I just needed something more sturdy material to build it higher. So next time I'm going to go in with the Legos, but I'm going to use the same design, but I'm going to be able to build it higher because now I'm using Legos. That's the concept of the MVP. Maybe the Legos, okay, we get to a certain point, but it starts to lean. So maybe now I want to reinforce it with something in the middle. Maybe I'll bring the popsicle sticks back in just for an anchor in the middle. And the popsicle sticks with the Legos on the third iteration, that works perfectly. The reason we want an MVP is because it allows us to play. It opens up a side of our brain that is creative, intuitive. A side of our brain that is childlike. When we're trying to be perfect, we get stuck in numbers and money spent and time wasted. And you know what? It's okay. Nothing is a failure unless you didn't learn from it, right? The concept of MVP is directly married to the concept of iteration. The whole reason you're putting out a minimum viable product is because you already know you're going to do something better very soon. But if you put something out that is shiny, that is expensive, that you are attached to, it's so much harder to iterate than if you put out something that's a little scrappy, something that's a little unpolished. But then you'd be surprised what works. You'd be surprised if you could still make money off the free email and the free Zoom booking, right? So then that also optimizes our margins when we work that way. Because if I'm using $0 to book a $200 call, that's 100% profit. Whereas if I had already spent up front on the software, XYZ, to do this and do that, I might still be in the hole by the time I get a call, especially if it takes a few months for the phone to ring. But now I have 100% profit from a free booking system that comes on Google, on a free Google Calendar. I have 100% profit. Now I can go and buy a month of the low tier software and iterate on that. And that's how we start to make things flow. So I'll leave you with this. MVP over perfection. The next time you feel your perfectionist self rearing her ugly head, we all have her. She's always there when we're looking in the mirror. That cellulite dimple. She's always there when we're at work turning in that deliverable. I might want to reword that sentence, right? But I want you to think, is this progress in the right direction? Is this something I can get feedback on? Is this something that I can learn from? And you know what? Am I burning too much oil on this one stupid thing? Am I working for 5 hours on something that was good enough at 1.5, and I could have took a damn walk. I could have did a damn squat. So I want you to focus on MVP the next time you feel your perfectionist rearing her ugly head. I'm Ariana, I'm your favorite chic geek, and as always, I'm here to help you work smarter and not harder. Drop in the comments what's something you've been trying to perfect that you're going to roll out an MVP of by the end of the week.